Here to discuss is Congressman Tim Burchett of the great state of Tennessee. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. So I know that you're as exercised about this Somali fraud as I am. Where do we start finding solutions to this problem?
I think we look within, ma'am. We've got legislation. President Trump put forward executive orders. I myself have put several of those on notice in bill form, I think over 20. And we've got to get these committees moving. And the problem with committees, of course, is staff members. The staff members are generally, unfortunately, a lot of them are in bed, literally and maybe figuratively, I'm not sure, one of the two anyway, with the lobbyist community. And that's what the Washington sewer is all about. You know, they'll come, you'll bring them a great piece of legislation. They'll say, "Oh, this is really good, Congressman." But I don't know if we can pass it like this. I tell you what, let's do a study, and you can pass it under this same name, and then next year we'll bring a bill forth. And it never happens. And you move on to the next shiny object down the road, and the lobbyists know that, and that's the game they play with both parties. And unfortunately, it's screwing this country to the wall. And we got to get better.
It's terrible, but of course, DOGE was supposed to do some of this, fraud finding for us. Why did they not find the Somali fraud?
Well, it has to be brought to us generally. But ma'am, I would tell you that is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg. About said ice cube. But I have a bill I've been trying for over a year to get moved forward that we're paying the Taliban about $40 million a week that we're going through their banks and their system. And I've had a meeting over the phone, actually, with Secretary of State Rubio, and we're moving forward with it. It took me over a year just to get it through the House committee system. Again, the committee system. You've got a crooked situation where money is flowing back into Washington. I feel like it's probably going to politicians. I don't care what party they're in. I hope they're in handcuffs and let out of the building. But Elon Musk discussed all of this with us in a closed-door meeting of what was going on with these things. And that's where it went. We do a lot of studying, we do a lot of talking, but when it comes to moving bills, I'm afraid we're not too big on that. And that's why Trump went with his, and that's why I'm such a fan of Trump's. He moved ahead with these executive orders and didn't wait on Washington. We're one flu season away from losing the majority. President Trump came in with bold initiatives, make America great again, the border, the economy, things like that, and locking up bad people. And he's done a pretty darn good job of it in eliminating a lot of bad people around the globe and ending wars. And Congress just doesn't move like that. And it's by design. It's designed to frustrate lawmakers and to grind them down. And then, it's about being in leadership and who gets the Suburban and the security detail and who doesn't have to stand in line at the theater or at the ball games and stuff. It's just it's a vicious cycle, and it needs to change, but I don't know that it ever will until America. I mean, when 12% of the population goes to the polls and that's who decides who's in elected office, that tells you where our problem lies.
It's a dark portrait you're painting. You, of course, came out very strongly against the fraud. You said you wanted to seize their assets and deport them. I think a lot of people maybe emotionally identified with that sentiment, but aren't a lot of these fraudsters American citizens at this point?
They could be, but we need to convict them anyway. We send a lesson. It's just like those drug runners down in the Mediterranean. I doubt there's very many of them volunteering to do that. I don't care how many sacks of cocaine they promise them and how much cash. A quick trip to hell ends all that for them. And President Trump's done a great job of that, him and our Secretary of War. And through a very legal process, mind you, not just some ragtag deal. So,
but are you suggesting like denaturalizing immigrants who commit crimes?
Yes, ma'am. They're here to commit crimes. I mean, when we import the gutter of the world, what do we expect? And that's exactly what we've been doing. We've allowed these Democrats. I mean, they don't know where 300,000 children are that came over the border during Biden's administration. All of a sudden, they're focusing on Epstein. Where were they the last 4 years when I was trying to FOIA people to get them in to get airplane records? My own Senator Marsha Blackburn did the same. Dick Durbin talked down to her. He mansplained her, as I guess the young people would say. And she was going to kick his butt, and I think she would have. But the American public are sick of this garbage, and they see through all this. You've got some shady dealings going on in Washington, and people are getting rich off this stuff, and it needs to stop.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.